Hey everyone, this is John from Chaotic Commander, and we've got an awesome pod lined up today. So, today's rules are going to be opening tutor and just ended already. Opening tutor, just first draw of the game, 3 mana or less, ended already. During our end step, we lose 1 life. And today, I'm going to be playing my Lord of the Nazgul deck. The deck revolves around getting my commander out, using a bunch of cheap blue spells to pump out a lot of Wraith tokens, hopefully go big and wide and kind of, win that way. My opening tutor is going to be a Dark Slick Shores.
Nice.
So it's a fast land. It's an awful card. I did not realize I had it in this deck, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. And next up, we have our first time guest on the channel. We've got KJ.
Hello, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well tonight. First off, John, thank you so much for having me. I'm very much looking forward to tonight's game, and I can't wait to see how this deck will play tonight against this particular pod. This is going to be interesting because I'm playing Peregrine Dynamo. So basically, this deck is all about combos, copying triggers, copying a lot of weird shenanigans, and basically, like this is a deck that's just going to come out of nowhere and just like catch a lot of people off guard. So that's essentially my strategy for tonight. And the card I tutored up for our first turn, a little something just to help me out, because I was very tempted to just be that guy and pull up a mana rock, but I decided to go a different direction. Instead of mana rocks, let's go with mana reduction with a cloud key.
Good choice, solid choice. Nice. That does work. That's awesome. I have tutored for like a medallion before, so yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, next up, but definitely not any less than the other guests, we have Brian.
Hey everybody, my name's Brian, the Unskilled Commander. I have the YouTube channel, The Unskilled Commander. Please go check it out, subscribe, check out the stuff. I like to, I play my decks against themselves to try and find their weaknesses. I have comedy skits that are worth a chuckle or so. And the ultimate goal is to hopefully get to a few thousand subscribers and do a couple of charity streams every year for Extra Life and raise money for my local children's hospital. Tonight, I'm playing one of my favorite decks. It's Kemba, Ka Regent. So she is all about getting a ton of equipments on her to pop out kittens at the beginning of my upkeep, but also to just get through for commander damage. So the card I went and tutored for was Commander's Plate, really beautiful one from the Angels Precon. Nice. So it's going to protect her from everything that's not white.
And last, but definitely not least, we have my good friend Cole.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Super excited to be playing tonight. I'm Cole from the Urcast, 11 Mana on Instagram, but I'm going to be playing Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. So I'm focused on legendary artifacts and lands, hitting my graveyard and being able to recur them. It's a Timur artifact deck. It has some like Voltron elements, and I think it's pretty fun. The card I tutored for, you'll be delighted to find out, is a delighted halfling. I grabbed him in a dork, so not a mana rock, but I'm excited to get in this game.
Nice. And we have already resolved mulligans and determined who gets to go first, and unusually it's me. So I'll go ahead and I will draw the Dark Slick Shores. I'll go ahead and play that as my land for turn. Do have 2 or fewer lands, and I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna tap it for a Soul Ring, but I kind of had. I tutored for land, so but that is gonna be it. That is it for my turn. I will pass and I will lose a life.
All right, draw for turn. I wonder what I drew. You know what though? I think we're just gonna start off with a nice turn 1 play. Just playing Urza Saga.
Nice.
And nothing else. Pass.
Well, that will turn into a Soul Ring, so
it might. I cannot confirm nor deny these allegations.
I'm going to go ahead, draw my card. I'm going to play a Plains for turn. I'm going to go ahead and tap and copy John for a turn 1 Soul Ring.
See, I'm not the bad guy.
I know. I'm going to make myself the bad guy because I'm going to tap it for a Sword of the Animus.
Oh,
wow.
See, he had the follow-up.
I'm going to go ahead and pass turn.
So he is the bad guy.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Everybody hates cats anyway because they're assholes, supposedly.
My cat's okay.
We're nice.
Rejuvenating Spring, delighted halfling, and then I'm going to lose 1 life at the end of my turn.
Oh yeah, you guys should do that. Yeah. My bad.
We all forgot
it happens. I will untap. All right. So unfortunately, I'm gonna tap this for a black. I'm gonna use the black in the Soul Ring for a Nazgul. Right, so ATBs. I tempt it, gets a +1 counter. Now legendary. Am I ring bearer? And then I'm going to play Demir Aqueduct while I land for turn, returning this to my hand. And that is going to be it. I'll pass the turn. And
All right.
lose a life.
So during your end step, I will tap the Urza Saga for colorless. I have yet to play this card in this deck, but I figure I'll just bring it out because why the frick not?
Okay.
I'll pay 1 and flash in Gerard's Hourglass Pendant.
Nice.
Nice.
No extra turns. I like it.
No extra turns.
Good. I don't play this.
All right, so draw, go to 2 on the Saga. Yeah, let's go with Miko Koro as my land for the turn. And what else could we do here? Should I do something else? Yeah, probably going to need a little bit of help here. So let's go 2 mana, casting a Mind Stone.
Cool.
That
Good
ramp.
ramp.
Yeah, right? Colorless ramp? What?
It exists.
That's all I've got. I'll pass.
And you'll lose a life. We gotta remember. I'm so bad at
Damn it!
that.
I will untap, upkeep, draw. And let me just say, I'm like super psyched because like Lara Croft and Dynamo, I haven't seen anybody play before, so this is gonna be fun to see how they do. We're gonna Evolving Wilds, crack it into a Plains.
Nice.
Love getting those ones like that and Terramorphic Expanse early when it doesn't really matter so much. All right, I got 3 mana left. Oh, I'm gonna tap a Soul Ring for the gorgeous Arcane Signet I just drew,
Beautiful.
That is a gorgeous card.
and we're just gonna keep the train rolling with making myself the bad guy. Tapping 2 for Trailblazer's Boots, one of my favorite cards.
Non-basic land walking, right?
Yep.
All right.
I
So
will
it's
have
so it
We're
so
all
that's
online.
so that's non-basic my deck.
Well.
Oh well.
I just posted a thing on my channel about how I made it one of the underrated cards because it's like no one uses it, but even in mono decks, most people have non-basic lands. So
Oh yeah.
sorry, I passed up.
Right on.
It is a card that's really slept on.
Okay,
But it's
I'm
like-
gonna play.
Yeah.
A mount. Sorry, I'll play a mountain and just tap out for my commander, a blue, green, and red. Lara Croft. She's first strike and reach, and when she attacks, exile a target legendary artifact card or land from anybody's graveyard, and I can play it with a discovery counter on it that turn. So I can only play it on a turn that I've attacked with her. And at the end of combat on my turn, if I've attacked, I get to create a treasure token.
Nice.
And that's my turn. I'll pass it over.
All right, I'll untap. I will draw. You will lose a life.
Oh, good call.
I'll play the Dark Slick Shores once again. And that's what? 5, 2, 3, 5? Sure. We'll go ahead and get out Lord of the Nazgul.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so he's flyer. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, I create a 3/3 Wraith. But that's gonna be my turn. I think I'm not going to attack. I'll just pass and lose life.
So I'll untap, and during my upkeep, I'll pay 2 and make the Construct token. Might as well get that value while I can. Do I not have my Construct token? Oh, it's in another deck. All right, I'm just going to mark that as Construct because I don't think I get any others anyway. So we're at draw first. Now I sack that. And a value 0 or 1.
All right, what's gonna be the tech? You gonna grab a Wayfarer's Bauble? What are you doing?
Just gonna go straight for a land.
I mean, that's actually not a bad idea because there is an artifact land in this deck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there is. That is an option. I probably should just go for the obvious play, though. I hate to
Wayfarer's
say it,
Bauble.
but
I still stand by the fact that Wayfarer's Bauble is like the most feel bad card ever.
Really?
I
love it on a turn 1.
I feel really bad if I have to play Wayfarer's Bauble. I don't know, like 3
It's like a soccer, a tri-builder.
3 mana for like 1 land is just so bad. It feels
all right. Yeah, we're making the obvious play. It's Soul Ring.
Fair.
nice.
Honestly, it's better than drawing into it. So let's go with Urza's Tower as my land for turn. Well, I've got the Construct, so I at least have a blocker. So there's really no reason to cast Dynamo yet. So I think what I'll just do is tap 3, and I will cast my Cloud Key, call on artifacts.
That's a funny way of saying cats. I don't
That is a funny way of saying cats. I mean, I wish I could call artifact cats, but that's not a thing. Pass turn.
Lose your life.
Damn it!
I know. Yeah, no, we're running out of. Everyone's losing life. It's gonna be a quick game.
All right.
New planes for turn. I will tap all 3 for my commander, Kemba Ka Regent. She's a 2/4. At the beginning of my upkeep, put a 2/2 white cat creature token on the battlefield for each equipment attached to Kemba. I will tap 2 and equip Sword of the Animus.
Oh, buddy,
Nice.
you're frozen.
Again,
No.
this only happens on your channel, John. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Because it's
All
the
right,
channel
hang
you
on,
need
let
to
me-
cheat most on. That's what it is.
I guess so. All right, hang on.
All right.
I have to grab my current strike token from my other deck.
Wait, don't you just draw one?
It's not the same.
Yeah. I had someone complain about my bird drawing to the point where I actually took like a whole 5 minutes like drawing an actual bird just to get them to be quiet. It was a reverse wizard.
Whereas instead you could just
You're
write.
good, Brian. We can see you.
We can't
Okay.
see you.
You're good. Whereas instead you could just write bird and spell it B-U-R-D and then be done with it.
Right.
All right, so board state is the same.
Mhm.
Sword of the Animus.
I don't know. I feel like when it froze, that arcane signet was already tapped and everything.
For what? but what would the mana be used to? I will be tapping it though to play the command sphere that I tutored for. I will put an extra life dice on my deck so I remember upkeep triggers theoretically, and I will go ahead and pass turn.
Okay, sweet. On top,
I need to draw a land that doesn't come in tapped.
Exotic Orchard. I'm going to go ahead and pay a blue and 1 of any color for Therium Sculptor, which makes artifact spells cost 1 less for me. And for 0, I will be casting a Totex Spear, which is the Lara Croft version of Shadow Spear.
Oh,
So it just gives 1/1 trample and lifelink, and I can pay 1 and remove hexproof and indestructible from y'all's permanents until turn. Going to spend 2 mana to equip that to Lara. She's now a 4/5.
Brian, go ahead and lose your life.
Oh, thank you.
Brian, get your camera fixed, man. I'm gonna swing at you for 4.
Ooh.
Just kidding. But,
Not
it's
me,
4.
John. I will take 4.
Ooh.
Right on, and that is
Probably.
commander damage.
Wait a second. So 4. Kemba is a 3/5. And what is it? What else does it have? on
No, it has trample and lifelink, so I'm just gonna gain some life if you don't block.
Okay, I'll block. She
Right
won't
on.
kill it, but I won't take any damage.
Sweet, and then I'm going to make a treasure token, and that will be the end of my turn. I'm going to lose 1 life, down to 41.
Untap. I will draw for turn. I'm gonna play a drowned catacomb. It will come in tap because I don't have a basic land or anything. Let's see. I will tap 2 for a Soothing of Smeagol. Return target non-token creature to its owner's hand and the ring tempts me. I will choose Lara Croft, but that will create a Wraith token. And okay, someone just redeemed. So the ring tempts me. All of my Wraiths get a +1/+1 counter. We all will draw a card because someone just redeemed it in the chat.
Oh, nice.
So
Group
we'll all
hugs.
draw 1.
Thank you.
for redeeming that.
I should have waited to play land. I wish someone would have let me know they were going to do something like that.
Yeah, the chat is nice to you, and then you complain about it.
Right? It's the worst. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap Soul Ring for 2 for an Arcane Signet. Let's see, I do have a 5/4 in the air. Who is the biggest threat at the moment? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send 5/4 in the air at you, Brian.
Mhm.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the Nazgul, which is still my ring bearer. It is a 3/4 with Death Touch. I'm going to send this at Cole because he has the most life. And then I have an attack trigger where I get to draw and discard. I will go ahead and I will discard Baral, Chief of Compliance. I don't know if I want that.
I declare no blocks.
Okay, alright, sweet. So that is going to be it. I still have a blocker. I will pass turn and lose a life.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let's begin with Reliquary Tower as my land return.
Nice.
All right, let's go 2 mana. We'll cast the Peregrine Dynamo.
What does that card do again? What does it do?
So it is a 1/5 with haste. I can pay 1, tap it, copy target activated or triggered ability I control from another legendary source that's not a commander.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
Go.
And then I made choose new targets for the god.
I like it.
So with that being said, I will pay 2 more mana. I will cast Realmbreaker, the Invasion Tree.
Okay, I do have a response to that. I will tap.
Okay.
I will Glorious Gale. Is it? Oh no, I can't. It's not a creature. Dang it. Go ahead.
It's not a creature!
Yes, I should have countered your commander, but I just didn't want to do that so early in the game.
It's like, I'm not sure how I feel about that, or just like, I'll let the commander go. But wait!
Yeah, I should learn to read my cards. I have the bad habit of not doing that very often.
We've all done it.
We're Magic the Gathering players. We never read our cards fully.
Right. Thanks for the follow, Loot Goblin. I appreciate it.
You know what? I think I will spend my last 2 mana, because why not? At least then I can actually do some. I can at least hold up something. I'll pay 2 mana to cast Assault Monolith. After that, I probably should hold up my creatures, because while I do have a big creature, I need a big blocker on top of that. Yeah, I'd rather not leave myself wide open. I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep trigger. I make a 2/2 cat token. Draw, play a land for turn. I will tap Soul Ring to equip Trailblazer Boots onto Kemba. Then I will tap 1, 2, 3 to equip Commander's Plate to her. And last but not least, I will tap 2 to enchant her with All That Glitters. Well, I'm casting All That Glitters, targeting Kemba. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment I control.
That's a lot.
11, 12. So Kemba is currently a 12-something. So I'm going to move to combat. Am I going to have to worry about Nazgul's next turn?
Not if you don't attack me.
Okay. I will go with highest life total then. So Cole, Kemba is unblockable. I do have an attack trigger, so if you have any responses.
Oh, I have no response.
Okay. So I get the basic land on the battlefield tap and shuffle. So anything
It's a
else?
12 damage, right?
Oof.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes.
Dang.
Awesome.
KJ, did you take your life at the end? Lose your life at the end of the turn?
Damn it!
Wow. It's so I know. I gotta figure out a way to remind everyone without being annoying.
I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
I will then move to my end step and lose the life since you reminded everybody, and pass turn. What I found is like I put things on top of my deck to remember I have upkeep triggers, but I don't know a good way to remind myself of end step triggers.
Just put your deck box on top of your deck.
So I'm going to play my land for turn. It's Minamo, School at Water's Edge, which can pay 1 blue and untap target legendary permanent. I'm going to go ahead and cast, using the ability of Delighted Halfling to make this legendary spell uncounterable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast the 1 ring for 4. So I will gain pro everything until my next turn. Now, kind of one of the more like degenerate things with Lara Croft is like trying to loop the 1 ring, just to give you a heads up. But that's not my goal. But it's in here. At the beginning, I'm gonna probably tap it and do a little Minamo, menagerie. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it and lose 1 life. I said it first. I
feel like it was at the same time. Whatever. We're not potato. Alright, I'll draw. I really like this card, actually. So, here's what we're doing. Play Template Seat. My land turn. I will try top. Witch King, Bringer of Ruin. So it's got flying. Whenever Witch King, Bringer of Ruin attacks, defending player sacks a creature with the least power among creatures they control. It's not that scary. Me playing a tap deck really sucks. I'll go ahead and send 3 damage your way, KJ.
That is the Nazgul, correct?
Yeah, it's got Death Touch. I just want the draw and discard. So I'll draw. I'll discard this. A haughty gem. So you're gonna take the 3. You're gonna block it.
I am gonna take the 3.
Okay. And then I will just go ahead and pass the turn there.
Okay.
And lose a life. Sorry.
And lose life. All right. So during your end step, I'll tap the Basalt Monolith for 3. I will pay 2 and tap the Realmbreaker. Target opponent mills 3, put a land from their graveyard onto the battlefield tapped under your control. It gains if this land would leave the battlefield, exile it. I'm going to target John with the Realmbreaker. With Realmbreaker on the stack, I'm going to pay 1 and tap the Peregrine Dynamo to copy the Realmbreaker trigger. and I'm going to target Brian with that trigger.
Snow-covered island, a Nazgul. Oh no, my Pungify.
All right, so I will be taking a snow-covered island.
Plains, Armored Sky Hunter, another Plains.
I'll be taking one of the planes.
Yep, you got it. And these are exiled, right?
They're
They're milled. All right, give me a second. Let me write these down. Figure out where I put my freaking markers. Great. Here they are. All right. So those will go there. We'll untap. Assault Monolith will not untap.
In case anyone forgets, I'll just put that right there. Good idea, Mandalorian County, I think.
Yep. Yeah, I put one on my board state as well, just to try and remember.
Let's see here.
Have they ever done an uncard that's the Pepper Monolith? Because it's right there. I mean, it's so cool.
That would be hilarious. But
my uncard knowledge is even worse than my normal card knowledge. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, Basalt Monolith, Pepper Monolith. I mean, it's right there.
Right. That'd be cool.
I don't know, but I think you should, send an email over to Wizards of the Coast to be like, hey,
here's a
what the
freebie.
fuck?
Yeah.
It's functionally the same card. The abilities are just reversed.
Yeah, exactly. Just complete opposite. Be like, send me a free pack. It's yours.
Right. All right. So I will play Urza's Factory as my land turn. Don't have much to go on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 2 for the Soul Ring, tap Nico Koro, pay that 2 mana. Everybody draws a card. But what I'm going to do is, with that on the stack, I'm going to pay 1 for the Mind Stone, tap the Peregrine Dynamo, and copy that trigger. So everybody's going to draw 2.
Thank you. Find it suspicious. Right.
Let's see here. What do I have to work with? All right, yeah, let's go with this. At least that way I have a couple more options. Let's go with... Well, actually, is that going to help me out right now? No, it's not. It doesn't help me at all! Yeah, that's not going to help me right now. Let's go 2 mana, casting a Worn Power Stone tapped.
Nice. It's a classic Commander staple.
Bit of an underappreciated staple, I would say.
I mean, it's just the very worst Soul Ring.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah, so that's the Grand Dynamo. So yeah, like I put it in decks and then it ends up getting cut.
What else could I do? It's probably not wise to play this now, but let's see where it goes. We'll pay 1 mana, casting a Doubling Cube. And in an effort to get rid of the single cat token that Brian has on his side of the field, I will move to combat, and I will swing a big-ass construct over at you.
Ooh, what is it?
Oh,
is it equal to your artifacts or something?
It is, and that is currently 10.
Yeah, I'll block it with the cat token.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I've got. I'm going to pass. I fully expect to be swung at this turn.
Untap, upkeep. I'm going to make 4 cat tokens to replace the one you killed.
Jeez. KJ, don't forget to lose your life, buddy.
I'm going to play a Plains for turn. I will
See, doesn't have a way to gain life, right?
Well, funny you should say that. Tapping 4 for Healer of the Pride. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, gain 2 life.
Okay.
All right.
Then I will.
That's going to add up real fast.
Right.
And that's Wolverine for Prava of the Steel Legion. So that's a creature, so I gain 2 life. It is a 1/4. As long as it's my turn, creature tokens I control get +1/+4. And I can pay 4 mana to create a 1 white soldier creature token. 2 mana, nothing to do with that. All right, so I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing Kemba at John.
Wow. You are going to regret that.
Yeah, probably. At the attack trigger, I get a Plains on the battlefield.
I will... Was that 12, right?
Yep, hasn't changed.
Go down to 23. That's rough.
No, it's meow. It's not rough, it's meow.
Nice.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. All right, so I will move to my end step, take my 1 damage, and pass turn.
Okay, on your end step, I'm going to tap the 1 ring and put a burden counter on it, and then draw equals to the number of burden counters. And then I'm going to pay 1 blue and untap the 1 ring, and do that 1 more time, and put an additional burden counter on it.
All right, in response,
Draw.
I tap blue for an opt. Scry 1 and draw a card and create a wraith. I'll leave that on top. I like that, actually.
Okay.
Oh, wait, and I draw.
Then I'm untap. On my upkeep, I have a damage trigger from the 1 ring. I take 2. 23. And then I'm going to draw for. I'm going to play my land for turn is a Yavimaya Hollow. And where's Kemba going next turn? That's where I'm at right now.
I don't think it matters. I think it kind of needs to get dealt with if you can do it.
I mean, I
Well-
honestly was going to just continue to go around the board because I don't want to kill someone and have them like sit there for 20 minutes.
Which
I
means-
can't really deal with it.
Which
So
means which means it's going to me next.
Yeah, it was going to go to KJ next.
Well, I'm not threatening you. I just want you to be clear. I have nothing, against Kemba, especially with the protection from, my whole color ID. So I just was
Right.
curious if I had to, start writing my will and testament.
No. But basically, it's like I am not trying to just. I know that's one of my flaws. I don't try and just attack one person and then get them out and the next person. I don't feel that's fun, like, because then someone's out for like half an hour. I
Yeah.
just like to spread out the damage. So, yeah, unless someone comes swinging at me for like huge damage, then I will then focus on that person. But otherwise, it's just going to go around.
Well, you're like you've got the stuff.
I mean, I'm the threat. I know that, but I'm just saying.
As long as you're not in denial.
No.
Okay, so for 3 mana, I'm going to go ahead and recast my commander, Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider, and then I'm going to drop for 3, 1, 2. Let's do the Hammer of Nazan, which as it enters the battlefield under my control, I can attach it to target creature. It's going to be Lara Croft. So now she has +2/+0 and indestructible.
Nice.
And from there, I'm going to go ahead and cast for 1 mana Swiftfoot Boots. And I cannot equip it. So I will keep up my singular blocker and lose 1 life and end my turn.
All right. I will tap my stuff. Whew, wow. Mine a land that doesn't get tapped. Here's what I'll do. I'll play a black 2 for another Nazgul. That will up all the counters on all my rates, which is pretty neat. I'm gonna run out of dice here soon. And the ring tempts me again, so I've been tempted thrice. You block, you sacrifice the creature after combat, whatever. And it can't be blocked by a creature with. I'll tap 4 for a Talrand Sky Summoner. So whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, I create a Drake as well. I don't have Maskwood Nexus in here or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. But, let's see. So here's what I'm going to do. I will send Witch King, Bringer of Ruin, and my King Bear Nazgul. I'm going to send them at you, Brian. So it's 6 in the air, and when it attacks, you have to sacrifice a creature with the least power. And then this is a 4 with Death Touch, and can't be blocked by anything with higher power than 4.
Okay. So that will power means that'll be Prava because it's only a 1.
So I have a trigger, so I have to draw and discard. I will discard Glorious Gale.
I took 6.
Okay, and are you going to take the Nazgul? So it's 4 Nazgul damage as well, or are you going to jump block?
Oh, I thought they were both flying.
No, the normal Nazguls are on the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll chomp block.
Okay, I will then pass the turn and lose a life.
All right. During your end step, I'll tap the 2 lands I got open. I'll tap the Rumbreaker, and I'll see if I can maybe help out 11 mana just a little bit. So I'm gonna have you mill 3 cards.
Let's do it. Ariet's Tempting Apple, a Gilded Goose, and a Cascade Bluff. And that is my entire graveyard, so I imagine you pick the Cascade Bluff.
Yes.
Sweet. Thank you.
I love Ariad's Tempting Apple.
Yeah, that is a pretty treat.
Yep. So for the tokens, you go to proxyforge.com, right? And you can use code chaotic and you get like a little discount. But yeah, they've
Proxy
got,
Forge is awesome. I've got some tokens from them too. They're really
so
great art.
I love the tokens. They also make other proxies, but I think the tokens are like some of the coolest tokens
Hmm
for sure.
I got fairies and angels for those respective decks. They're really beautiful.
All right. So Cascade Bluffs. That is the red-blue filter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which means I could actually filter if I really wanted to. That's actually hilarious. All right. Untap. Nothing on the upkeep. I will draw. Let's see. Well, that's interesting. I really want to go that route. I mean, probably doesn't help if I do that. Well, I think what I'll do is tap out just as much mana as I possibly can this turn. So 3, 4, 6, 10. I'm I'm gonna leave the Mind Stone and the Mikokoro up. I'll spend 3 of it to tap Doubling Cube. So that'll put me at 14. Technically, that's gonna put me at actually no, I'm just gonna spend all the colored mana into Doubling Cube. So I'm at 14 colors. Let's see what we can do with 14 colors mana.
You're not gonna double it with your Peregrine?
Unfortunately, I can't because Doubling Cube is not legendary.
Oh, is that how it works now?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's spend 3 of it, and I will cast Aetherworks Marble. Let's go. Let's see. That'll put me at 11 left. Yeah. Okay. I need cards. I need cards. Let's spend 2 of it. Bring me down to 9. Each player draws a card, and I will opt to copy that trigger. So everybody draws 2.
2.
Okay. All right. That helps a little bit. 2 mana. Staff of Domination.
Oh, that does seem like a good, nice. All right, I like it a lot.
So 6 floating. Play Buried Ruin as my land for turn. By the way, I have to keep track of energy counters now because of Aetherworks Marble.
Oh.
So what I'm going to do to represent energy, I know it's in here somewhere.
The Pokemon energy. That's what I used.
I'm going to use this. I'm going to use Pikachu as the energy.
Nice.
Okay, I was close.
You were close. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a 60 card energy deck, and I have the actual energy. Like it just says energy, and it's multicolored and stuff. It's pretty cool.
All right. So 1 energy so far because of the staff. Oh no, actually I don't have any yet because no artifacts can fit the graveyard. That's right. Aetherworks has to be graveyard. It's the other one that's ETB. Gothi's Aetherheart. What was I at? 7? No, 6. I'm at 6 right now. Fuck it.
All right.
This is just a simple fuck it moment. Everflowing Chalice multi-kick 3 times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to do it that much.
I just hit my goal.
Woo! Nice.
Celebration in the chat. Let's go.
That is awesome.
I'm hype in the chat.
But you guys watch Viva La Dirt League at all?
What is that?
It's a channel on YouTube. It's a bunch of guys that do really funny skits about video games and stuff. And the one I'm just referencing because you said it's like sub hype. There's a joke where it's like, like watching a streamer and he's like, but it's like the actually doing it. Like he's out in the woods pretending to sneak up on someone. He's like, I gotta be more careful. Oh, but he's talking loud. Oh, thanks for the follow. And it's like sub hype, and he's dancing in the middle of the and he's like trying to sneak up on this like guard or something. It's hilarious.
All right.
I cannot afford to swing my giant ass construct anywhere, so I'm gonna pass.
And lose a life.
And lose a life. Thank you for the reminder.
Of course. That's my job.
Untap, upkeep. I made 4 more cats.
Ugh.
Draw a card. I will play a land for turn. Darn it, I really can't waste that right now.
Yeah, you can.
But I did get 4 cats came in, so that means I gain 8 life.
Yeah, that's a problem.
All of this is a problem,
Yeah.
basically. I will. Oh, there's a cat. Nice. There you go. That's what I was hacking you with.
Do we get a cat?
So yeah, this was untapped actually, but I will go to combat and swing Kemba.
In response, before you go to combat,
Okay, so main
I'm gonna
phase.
yeah, still main phase. I'm gonna pay 4 mana, tap the staff, tap down Kemba.
Nice.
Nice.
Incredible play.
colorless- Yeah, you probably should. The colorless player gets around your protection from colors
I'm going
in
to
response.
in response to you doing that, in response to your trigger going, I'm going to tap 1 to play Loran's Escape. Target artifact or creature gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. And I scry 1.
Wait, are you doing anything over there, buddy? I don't see anything going on your screen.
Is it frozen again?
Put your
Yes,
hand in
sir.
front.
I
God
believe it
dang
is.
Yeah. Suck.
That's all right. Go ahead and go.
All right, hang on.
I'll take this moment to give a shout out to my editor. Appreciate all the work you
Me too. Shout out to John's editor.
do. Yeah, editing out all of Corey's turns, so games aren't ungodly. Oh, there you go. Nice,
There we go.
sweet.
I hate that so much. It makes me look like an idiot that I can't keep my stuff working.
It doesn't make you look like an idiot. It just makes you look like a
It
cheater.
feels like. Oh well, that's okay then.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
what is it? Everybody cheats on stream apparently. So I was tapping this plane to play this Loran's Escape.
Oh, that's a dramatic reveal.
Yeah, it's not like I have a whole deck off to the side where I get all my cards that I need. That's where all my counter spells are. It's my side deck.
Right. So that makes
Alright.
Kemba hexproof and indestructible until his turn.
All right.
I get to scry one. Yep, that's another land. I will put that on the bottom.
What? You don't want land?
Not right now. Then I will go to combat and swing 12 at you. Unblockable.
I was trying to avoid my fate.
It's not
I tried.
unblockable, is it? I thought it was just protection from colors.
Trailblazer boots.
It's the
Oh,
Trailblazer.
right.
Yeah,
I forget.
Yeah.
That's
non-basic landwalk. Because the funny thing is, I can get around his commander's plate, but I cannot get around the boots. So I have to take that 12.
And then I will get off the trigger of attacking the planes, so that whole scry was useless because I'm shuffling now.
Oh, that's right. You really don't need land.
So this is done over there. Okay, I will move to my end step, take a damage, and pass.
On your end step, I'm going to tap the one ring and put an additional counter on it and then draw. Then I will untap, upkeep. On my upkeep, I'm going to lose 3 life. Pretty juicy hand right now.
Yeah, you've got a lot of cards there.
Well, just in terms of card number, not content. The content, it ain't juice. It's just
Well,
sauce.
that's fine. That's good. Right?
Okay, I'm going to play a Flooded Grove as my land for turn. And then I'm going to spend 1 red on a Goblin Welder, who is I can, swap an artifact on the field and then an artifact in the graveyard. Any response?
Do I need to respond to that?
I don't know, but I will tell you, like, my game plan here is to tap him and swap the Ariet's Tempting Apple and the One Ring.
Okay, who are you? What's the target gonna be for that area? It's Apple there, buddy.
So, actually, I'm glad we're talking about it. I was kind of hoping to take your big witch on the.
Okay.
Oh, there's 3. It's not just me now.
Mega cheater. Mega cheater.
Oh
The
no.
suspense. Why must be the cliffhanger?
I just want to take your. No.
Sorry about that. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Tell me about it. I know.
I was hoping to take your Witch King, the Angmar, I think his name is. He's the guy on the dragon, Witch King, Bringer of Ruin, and nobody else has flying blockers. So I was just going to use him to deal some damage elsewhere
Okay.
and kind of go from there.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as it's not coming at me, I don't care. We got that deal.
So
I'll
I'm
let it
going
go.
to tap the Goblin Welder and choose my One Ring, and then choose an artifact in my graveyard and swap them. And then when Ariet's Tempting Apple will enter the battlefield, I will gain control of the Witch King, Bringer of Ruin, who currently has some counters on him. He's a little
1.
strong.
He's a 6/4 in the air.
Okay, he's a 6/4.
And when
then
he attacks, the defending player has to sack a creature with the lowest power.
Awesome.
Pretty
So I'll go ahead and take him. And then I'm going to go to... I'm so sorry. I meant to spend 1 mana and equip the Goblin Welder with the Swiftfoot Boots. That's how that whole thing was possible, by the way. I wasn't... Then my camera got turned off and I was nervous. I was shaking like a leaf. Okay. I will now move to combat. Oh, I'm so sorry. Before I move to combat. Yeah.
Of course. What else?
I am going to pay 1 mana and equip my Totec Spear to Lara Croft, giving her trample and lifelink and +1/+1.
Okay.
So she's currently a 6/5, which is also how tall I feel right now. Okay, I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing Lara Croft. Brian, you got a juicy health total there. You got a lot of ways to gain life with your little dude. So I'm going to swing the Witch King and Lara Croft both your way. And on attack, I'm going to exile a legendary artifact with a discovery counter on it, and it will be my One Ring. So I have a 6/5 indestructible and trample and lifelink, and then I have I believe another a 6/4 that on attack will make you sacrifice one of your smallest, wimpiest creatures.
I don't like that at all.
Well, what are
Because
you
I
gonna do
feel
about
that
it?
John will just follow the path and come at me.
Well, I didn't say anything like that. That's not something that was said expressly.
I like that I wasn't said. So
I didn't say
All
that,
right.
so you're just assuming here. You know what they say about
I-
people
I
make
know.
assumptions.
so I'm gonna have to respond,
Right on.
and which makes me feel bad because my stupid camera cut out. So that's it's the cheating. Not that you guys are serious, but to me, I hate that. Tapping 1 and Soul Ring for Teferi's protection.
Right on.
Okay. All right. Well, that's unfortunate.
All right. Well, second main phase, I am. Oh, on end of combat, I make a treasure from Lara, and then on my second main phase, I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 using the Delighted Halfling's uncounterable colored mana to cast the One Ring from exile with a Discovery counter on it. And so because I cast it, I get the protection from everything until my next turn.
Right.
I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but then I did it. I know, I'm
right.
bad. Sweet. And from there, I will spend 1 mana. It's actually going to be my Yavi Maya Hollow to equip my Swifa boots onto Lara Croft.
Oh, okay, nice. All right, is that it?
And that's my turn. I will pass. And lose 1 life. Yep. And I have to discard several cards. I'm pretty high over right now.
Clean up while I untip the tab. All right, I will draw for turn. Man, it's too good. It's too fucking good. I feel bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tap Arcane Signet for black. I'm gonna cast Dark Ritual. The black mana. I'll create a Wraith, and I will create a Drake as well.
All you need is just a bunch of little guys, and your board state's gonna be crazy.
Yes. So I'm gonna use 1 of the black mana. So I'll go to 2. I'll cast a Village Rites. So I'll sack a Drake. I'll get another Drake, and then I'll get another Wraith. I'll draw 2 cards. I have 2 more floating black mana. I will use that for Golem Patient Plotter. When it leaves the battlefield, it tempts me. I get tempted by the ring. 7, 8. 1 more Wraith, and then I get the nastiness. I'll play a Choked Estuary as my land. I don't have a land in my hand, so it comes in tapped, of course.
Also, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to lifelink the damage from Lara, so I am going to
don't get it.
6.
You don't, because he deferied protection.
He deferied protection. My bad. Continue. Yeah.
Well, that is unfortunate. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send Witch King at KJ, so it's 6/4 in the air. Then I'm gonna send my Nazgul, which is a 4/5 on the ground. So this is gonna go at Cole, and this is gonna go at KJ. So I have a trigger, so I'll draw and discard. I'm gonna discard Commanders.
So I have to sacrifice
The
creature with the lowest power.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that is the Peregrine Dynamo. So that is going to go back to the command zone. And my Itherworks Marble is going to get its first counter.
That's 6. And then, you have protection.
The One Ring, so I take no damage.
Yeah, I'll just get the attack trigger. If I knew that, I probably would have done stuff a little differently. Maybe sent the Witch King at you or something. I have a lot of mana up, and I'm a blue player, and I will just pass the turn and lose life. Just, let you guys know. I am that bastard, so don't mess with me.
Well, let's see. Untap proceeds to mess with John.
Oh, no.
No, probably not. This is going to be a very interesting turn.
I mean, you can get your commander out really easily. It's really cheap.
Oh, yes. Yes, you only cost 5. But, no, it's going to be interesting for much bigger reason.
Okay.
I'm going to start by tapping 3 mana for the Everflowing Chalice, and I'm going to cast KCI.
Thinking, do you have any way? You do have a way to get it back to your hand from the yard, huh?
Yes, I do. I have Buried Room.
That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right. So let's see what we can do here. So now we are going to proceed to tap the rocks for a total of 5. I'll tap. Let's see. What can I do here? I'll tap these 3 lands for 3 more. I'll leave the Buried Ruin up just in case. So that gives me 8 currently. I'll tap each of the lands. So I'm at 11. All right. I'm going to proceed to sacrifice all the mana rocks.
I was waiting for it. That sounds cool.
So I'm at 21 mana currently.
Oh, no.
Let's
Cube.
I was going to say double it.
Well, I'm actually not done. So this is where it's going to get very interesting. I'm going to sacrifice the Cloud Key and the Realm Breaker. Actually, no, I know. I'm going to tap the Realm Breaker first. Brian, I'm going to target you with the Realm Breaker.
I'm Teferi.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You got protection from everything. So that means John is the only one I can actually target with that.
That's not how that works, right? Your life total can't change, but you as a player still exists.
Well, your life total can't change, and you gain protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out.
Oh, you gain protection from everything. Okay, yeah, sure.
Can't be targeted yet.
Yeah, so both Love and Mana and Unskilled Commander have pro everything.
Okay, so sure. I got a command tower. It's probably the best bet, huh? No.
I could take any land, but
I don't think I have any other ones. Yeah, it's just command tower.
I'll take it. Who's tapped?
So how many mana do you have left now? I'm sorry.
19. I will sack the Realm Breaker to add 2 more, so I'm back to 21. Sack the Cloud Key. I'm up to 23. Also, I have to remember my Aetherworks triggers. Those are mandatory. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So I put 7 counters on the Marvel. So I'm just going to tap the Marvel now. Dropping 6 energy counters. Those should go on Pikachu, not on it. So I'm going to look at the top 6 of my deck, cast a card from among them without paying its mana cost, and put the rest on the bottom of the deck. 6. Yeah, okay, we're going to do this. Rings of Bright Earth.
Okay, so in response to that, cast. But tap 2 blue. I'm just going to counterspell.
Yep.
Then I will create another Drake and another Wraith. And that brings me up to 9. So all of my Wraiths are 9/9s.
So let's see. I'm still at 23. All right. Yeah, we're going to cube at this point. So that's going to put me up to 40 colorless mana. I'll spend 2 of it in Cracked Buried Ruin to get Rings of Bright Earth back, unless you have a response. Okay. So that'll put a 3rd counter on Pikachu up there. So I got 38 floating, spend 3 of it, recast Rings of Bright Earth. Oh, wait, I'm overthinking this. Crap. All right, I'm going to pay 4 mana, tapping Gerard's Hourglass Pendant. So I'm going to exile it and return to the battlefield tapped all artifact, creature, enchanted, and land cards in my graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn.
Oh man, nice. This is crazy.
Sure.
So I get back Buried Ruin, all the mana rocks, Realm Breaker, and Cloud Key, calling artifact, obviously. So I'm at 31 mana currently. At this point, I am able to go infinite colorless mana, so if anybody has a response to that.
So how are you able to do infinite colorless mana right now?
So I have Rings of Bright Earth and Basalt Monolith on the field.
Got how much mana do you have?
I essentially could. So what I could do is...
Well, you can't because it would draw the game, but yeah, I know what you mean. But
I can't end the game this turn, obviously, because Brian and Love both have pro everything. So this game will not end, but I am able to create infinite this turn.
Yes.
So let's just for the sake of argument, I create 100,000 mana. And what I'm going to do is hopefully draw into something that could potentially end the game. Sorry, I should not be picking up my deck. I should be drawing my deck. So let's see what I can do here. I believe I do have a path to victory. I do have a path to victory. I just need to draw into it.
So how many cards do you get to draw?
All of them, basically. As many as I want due to Staff of Domination.
Oh, so with the 100,000, you're just drawing your entire.
I could draw to my heart's consent, essentially. I probably won't draw the deck. So unless anybody has any response to this.
Go ahead,
Okay, so what's that path thing that you're looking for?
So the path I'm looking for is Golem Artisan, and I have the other card in my hand, which is going to be Endbringer, which I'm going to cast right now.
So what does Endbringer do? I'm sorry.
So Endbringer has 3 abilities. It untaps during each other player's untap step. I tap it to ping any target for 1. I can pay a colorless. Target creature can't attack or block this turn. Pay 2, tap it, draw a card. With the mana I have available to me, and I will be playing more mana rocks, I could just create more mana next turn, or on my opponent's turns, and be able to just ping people out.
Okay, well...
Because I will be, in all likelihood, giving Endbringer haste this turn.
Okay, well, we'll play it out. We'll see.
Yeah. So if you want to play it out, we are more than welcome to.
Yep, go ahead.
Well, you can't kill me because I have protection.
Yeah,
Correct. I cannot kill both Brian and Love this turn. On my turn, at least.
Yeah.
So that's why I say play it out. So at the very least, I can prep and draw into what I need to draw into. All right, so there's Golem Artisan.
Okay, so I guess in response to you casting, well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
I mean, if you've got a response, you've got a response. So
Well, I guess I will, in response to your cast, I will Deadly Rollick, the Endbringer.
Deadly Relic, the Endbringer.
Yes.
Nice.
So that would exile it?
Yes, it exile.
Okay, so that removes essentially that win condition off the board.
And I create a Drake and a Wraith.
So, okay, that is a kick in the teeth.
Yeah.
Not, but I honestly respect it because the game continues.
Yeah, because I've got other stuff I could do too, but like it would just be pointless because it would only affect you and it would just.
So what I will do, because I still have plenty of things to do, obviously. I will. Actually, that does not really do a whole lot. I was thinking, do I have another path to victory this turn? And I think I still do. No, in fact, I know. Well, no, I don't have a path to victory yet, but I can still do plenty of things. So I'll cast Thran Dynamo.
Nice.
Better
ramp.
Why not? Right?
You need it. You only have like 900,000 mana left.
I will cast Predator Flagship. I might as well recast Peregrine Dynamo so I can get some sort of body out on the board. I'll cast Hedron Archive because the problem I'm running into is the fact that like all my colorless mana is going to go away. So I need to keep it. Actually, wait a minute. No, it's not. No, it's not. I just realized I can just keep going. Hold on. I haven't played this deck enough, so here we go. Horizon Stone. So that is going to keep all the colorless mana in my pool.
Okay.
I never understood that one because I'm not doubting you, but I just means like how if you lose unspent mana, it becomes colorless. But why does colorless stay with you after your?
So because of the way it's worded, various cards that say you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Horizon Stone doesn't have any of that text on it, so by rule, I keep the mana as long as that card is out because mana pools would empty out between steps, between the end phases, but because I would lose the mana during the end phase, it still stays in my mana pool. So essentially, as long as this thing is out, it stays in my mana pool indefinitely until I use it. And if it leaves the field, I have until the end of the current phase in whatever turn it is to spend that mana.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks. I think I might have one. And I'm like, I didn't understand, like, okay, that just helps you within the turn. I think I still thought it went away at your end step.
No, it does not.
Nice. Okay.
I
mean, not nice for us, but cool for the card.
Let's see. What is my path? Well, I mean, I can still deal with threats, but the problem is not very many of them. Basically, the only option I have at this point is to Staff of Domination any threat that comes my way. And that's not exactly a good idea. Yeah, I'm just going to give myself protection at this point. I'll spend 10 mana to cast Kozilek, the Great Distortion.
Good thing you finally get to draw some cards, right?
Right. I do have Reliquary Tower out, so let's just keep on rolling. Sure, there's something here that will bail me out.
I would hope so.
I would hope so too, because I honestly don't know at this point. And I'm gonna look like a fool if I don't have something. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. Should I stop there? Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. I got 3/4 of my deck in my hand. Assuming I live, I might be able to do something, but right now I am not going to take any chances. I'll just stay up on that and hope that, no guns are pointed my way past turn.
Yeah, no guns your way at all. I don't see how you're the problem right now.
Lose that one life, Kate.
Ah, shit!
It counts.
It's going.
Count.
Wait. In response, I'm going to tap the staff and gain a life.
All right, so I phase back in, I untap, I upkeep trigger, I make 4 more cap, gain 8 life, then I draw a card. I will play a land for turn. I don't like the situation. There's too much deadly cannons all over the place, myself included.
So, hey, Brian, I just want to let you know, this apple is able to take your Kimba and use a little bit of commander damage from your side too. So, like, we could kind of, we could do an old-fashioned beat up the guy with infinite mana.
Yeah, okay. I respect that. I mean, at this point, we'll have to see how this goes, but, we could take both of them out. Who knows? All right, so we're going to have to try. So correct me if I'm wrong, KJ, and obviously, your cards are on the table. I just can't read all of them because the stack is fun.
Yes.
You have the ability to either untap Kemba or stop her from attacking you, right?
That is correct. So I'm just gonna put the mana producers over there. I'm just gonna put all the mana cards like over here, so that way they're out of the way. So essentially,
you can immediately untap it. You don't have to tap the staff to do that, do you?
I have to tap the staff in order to do it.
Okay, but you can immediately unstap it.
Yes.
Okay, so you can always stop Kemba from attacking it.
I also have the option to destroy it if I want.
Okay.
Due to Predator Flagship.
Right. Yep, I saw that. That's a cool card. I never saw it before. I took a picture because I'm like, I don't know what I can put it in, but I like that. Okay, well, we're going to have to try something. So what we're going to do is I am going to declare attacker. I am going to send Kemba at John and 7 2/2 cat tokens at UKJ.
Okay.
In response to me declaring attackers, I'm going to tap 2 and 1 other to repel the darkness, tap up to 2 target creatures, and draw a card. I'm going to tap down your 2 biggest creatures, KJ.
That would be Kozilek and the Construct. What's the mana value on that card?
It is 3.
3. In response, I will activate Kozilek and I will discard a 3 CMC to counter that spell.
Oh, okay.
So I will discard Palantir of Orenthek.
Okay. Well,
So, in response, I guess, to the attack declaration, I will tap. Man, why would you do that? Now I'm gonna.
well, I still get the attack trigger of getting a land, but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm a Cyclonic Rift all that glitters, so Kimba gets way smaller.
Okay, that's fair.
So I don't die to commander damage. And I will create
glitters.
another Drake and a Wraith.
Well, wait. What? No. What color is that spell?
Kimba has protection, not all the stuff on it. It's a blue
Oh,
spell.
that's true. You're right. Yep.
So how big is Kimba now that it loses that buff? It just goes to your hand.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's 6.
So how much? So 7, what, 2/2s?
7 2/2s.
I guess what I'll do is I will tap the stat of domination to gain enough life to mitigate the damage. Stay at 13 life.
Okay.
He's only got 990,000 mana left.
Yep, only a couple more chances of that. All right. Well, I will then second main phase. I'll tap 2 to re-equip or recast all the glitters. Or attempt to.
Yeah, that's fine. I got nothing for it.
And unfortunately, that is all I can do. I will take my damage and pass turn.
On your end step, I'm going to tap the 1 ring and put a counter on it.
So I do realize one thing, and I do apologize for this to you, John. Golem Artisan would not have given me the game with Endbringer because Endbringer is not an artifact creature. I do apologize for that.
Yeah.
But you could have Staff of Domination untapped him.
When it got back to my turn, yes.
Yeah, he couldn't give it haste.
Oh,
though.
right on.
I couldn't give it haste.
In your deck, do you have a Swiftfoot Boots or Lightning Boots?
I honestly do not remember.
I guess the Peregrine Dynamo has haste, so why would you? Yeah.
Right.
All right. I'm going to draw. We're going to play a land. It's a basic 4. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 and sacrifice my Tempting Apple to go ahead and just gain 3 life to its own ability. And then I'm, going to hit him with the stall. I'm just going to kind of do that same maneuver and hope that we can kind of figure something out. So I am going to spend 3 and cast Nettle Cyst, which has Living Weapon, and so on ETB it would make a germ, but because of the Hammer of Dazan, when it ETBs, I can just attach it to a creature I control. It's just going to go ahead and be Lara, so she gets +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment that I control, which is currently 7. So she's currently at 12, 13, 13, like 10 or something like that. I'll get her toughness. And then I'm going to move to combat. As I move to combat, I will go ahead, before I move to combat, I'm just going to go ahead and Goblin Welder, sack the 1 ring, take back the apple, and grab, let's do, I don't know. Let me go ahead and get the Witch King again. And so, Brian, you're seriously at 40 life?
Mm-hmm.
Wild. Well, I'm going to go ahead and swing at you, KJ. I have Hexproof on Lara Croft, so if you want to try to tap her, you cannot.
I cannot.
And then the Witch King of Angmar, I will have fly back and hit Brian just to kind of equalize your life total. And on attack, you do have to sacrifice one of your kitty cats.
Okay.
And on attack, I'm also exile with a discovery counter on it, the 1 ring.
What is the stats of Lara currently?
She is currently, because I have the 1 ring back, she's a 14, I believe a 14-12.
14-12.
Maybe a 14-11.
So 1 ring is exiled currently, correct?
It is currently exiled. I do not have protection from everything.
Yeah, 14-12, huh? All right, so in response, I will tap the staff to gain 14 life. I will take the 14 damage.
Okay.
So I will mark that down.
I do get a juicy little life link right there.
Mm-hmm.
And on my second main phase, if there's no other response, I will go ahead and I get a treasure on my end of combat, and I'll spend the treasure, my Delighted Halfling, and my Exotic Orchard to recast for 1 Ethereum Sculpt 1 ring, gaining protection.
In response, I'm just gonna vampiric.
It is uncounterable because of the Delighted Halfling.
Right. Okay.
You can counter my vampiric tutor.
So hold on 1 second. So we've got 1 ring on the stack. We got vampiric tutor on the stack as well. I do have a couple of responses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 3 mana to cast Skittering Cicada. It has flash. It's a 2/2 creature. I may cast colorless spells as though they had flash.
Okay.
So if that resolves, we go back to Vampiric Tutor on the stack. I will respond with Meteor Golem to target the Delighted Halfling on ETB.
Okay, Halfling down.
Halfling down. So the stack continues to resolve.
Okay.
Vampiric Tutor does resolve. 1 ring will not.
It is still uncounterable
because
I spent the mana from Delighted Halfling to cast a legendary spell, and that spell can't be countered yet.
Okay. I thought it was okay. I misread that. Okay,
it's like a Boseiju.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
No worries.
I did find something. That is your turn, right? There.
Yeah, that's my turn. I will lose 1 and go ahead and pass.
This is a really good game. Like everybody's decks is like a threat. And it's like bouncing back and forth. I like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna tap Arcane Signet for blue. I'm gonna cast Hold Breaker Horror.
Nice.
Counter.
Yeah. Yep.
Whenever I cast spell, that is unfortunate. I don't have enough to actually do anything else. Oh, I lose 2 life from that. Oh, unfortunate. I guess what I'm gonna do actually is I'm going to move towards combat. I'm going to declare my Ring Bearer Nazgul 4/5 Death Toucher. Oh, no, it's actually, I'm sorry, it's a 12/12 Death Toucher because they all have base power 9/9. I'm gonna send that at Brian. I guess I'm gonna send 36. I'm gonna send lethal at you. So these all have menace. They're all 9/9s with menace. 9, 18, 7, 36, 40 something, 48. Then I have a trigger, draw, discard. I will discard Sauron the Necromancer. Guess you can block some of it. I think you might have enough to.
I can block 2 of them.
Block 2, that's 9, 30 damage.
All right. Also, in response to blockers have been declared, that's not going to change the damage. I'm going to flawless maneuver so that my creatures gain indestructible.
Nice.
But I will lose 30 damage, you said?
Then I guess I will go my. Whatever. I'll just.
Yeah. I have Skittering Cicada.
I'm gonna tap 2 and cast Talisman of Dominance. So trigger, I guess. I will target your construct. Bad.
If you want to go for the construct, you can, because then that thing just goes poof.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like a billion power, right?
It's pretty big.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's all your artifacts, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I think it's something in the ballpark of like 20 power right now.
With infinite mana, I mean that 1 golem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I will go ahead and target the token. Might as well. I can't do anything else because I was gonna target the one that gives all your stuff and let you keep your mana, but you can just recast it after everything resolves. All right, that's That's it. Go ahead. Take it away, KJ. I'll lose a
You
lot.
just have to get them to spend another 85 to 90,000 mana.
Right,
He can't
yeah.
keep doing it. So yeah, make him recast it.
make me spend that mana. During your end step, I'm actually gonna be able to cast this for free. I'm gonna cast the Millennium Calendar.
Thank God you cast it for free.
Do
Nice.
it. That's the win con right there.
There you go.
That's
That
fantastic.
actually, well,
You need to be able to untap it, which I guess you probably have a untap in your deck.
I don't have to go that far because I could do the Basalt Monolith untap loop during my untap step.
yeah,
Gotcha.
but I mean, you still have protection from everything, right?
It's true.
Do it at some
So,
time when
well, the thing is, he has protection from everything, but the thing is, Millennium Calendar is life loss, not damage.
Oh, okay.
So it actually gets around that.
Well,
Plus, it doesn't target, so because it says each opponent.
You know what? I'm not even sad to lose the Millennium Calendar. That's such a fun card.
I don't know. It's cool. I've never been able to get it to. I've only tried it like twice, but never been able to get it to work. So that's cool. All
You
right.
didn't have 80,000 mana.
That's true. I've never know how that feels.
I mean, the Path to Victory is either that combo or I have several ability copiers that can copy this to just multiply it faster. So that's like those are like the two strats with that card.
Well, I'm assuming you're about to do that and win the game.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That was
Nice job. That's awesome.
GG.
good.
GG.
That was wild.
That was nuts.
I am proud of Kemba in that game.
Yeah, Kemba put in some work. Holy cow. Trailblazers boots put in work. Holy crap.
I love it. It's
good.
It's underrated. Like people, because I posted and like people on my channel that like for a couple comments were like, oh, it's not underrated because it's not as good as things like Swiftfoot boots and blah blah blah. I'm like, that gives protection. That doesn't get it through, you know.
Yeah.
But
Let's sign off and we'll go around the table. Shit, one last time. We'll start with Cole. Go ahead, Cole. Show your
Hey.
shit.
Yeah, hey guys, that was a ton of fun. That was a really good game, and I'm glad we all died at the same time because that means we're all best friends now. So, my name's Love and Mana. I'm Cole from the Urcast, and you can find me on all sorts of social media at Love and Mana or at the Urcast. It's a Commander podcast that I do with my buddy Corey. Check us out, and once again, thanks for the game. That was a ton of fun.
Sure. And next up we have Brian.
hey everybody, I am Brian, the Unskilled Commander. Please check out my YouTube channel, The Unskilled Commander. Maybe give it a subscribe. I'm trying to get better at Magic, better at deck building through my channel, and also hopefully get to the point where I can do charity streams and raise money for my local children's hospital. It was awesome to play with everybody again, and that was a really fun game, back and forth and stuff. I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, that one was a doozy. And last but definitely not least, we have KJ.
Well, thank you all for playing tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Love and Mana, great to meet you.
You as well.
That was a fun deck. I love that Lara Croft build. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And John, thank you so much for the game as well. I haven't gone up against Lord of the Nazgul deck, and man, that thing is scary good.
It can do stuff. It can.
Yeah.
But this is actually the best showing it's had for me.
I like it. It's great. But yes, I can be found at all of these platforms. I do variety streaming during the week, playing video games, and I also host my own weekly Commander spell table games called Casual Sunday Commander. So I am doing that every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central. So if anybody would be interested in potentially signing up, you are more than welcome to. Just drop me a line. And I'm also going to be over at MagicCon Chicago at the end of next month. I feel like it would be a bit of a disservice if I didn't go to there, considering that I kind of live right by Chicago. So
Awesome. Well, it'll be exciting. I'm going to be there too.
awesome.
I'm super
Yeah, we-
excited.
Yeah, definitely get some games in person then for sure.
I'm trying to figure out if I should bring my camera and everything and actually try to get an IRL game recorded. I feel like that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
do it. I'd say do it. That people have done that before actually. So
Yeah. I'm pretty excited to go. This is my first one.
mhm.
And as always, I'm John from Chaotic Commander. You can find me everywhere, Chaotic Commander. And it looks like Kuro is actually streaming right now, so we're gonna raid him And thank you guys for watching the game. This was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining me. It was a blast.